Hey guys, a couple of weeks ago we're in this workshop working on some furniture and a very keen-eyed viewer spotted that sashimi knife over on the wall with the other tools. And then this week the unskilled potion maker was in the workshop cutting up some aloe vera and using that sashimi knife when along came the unskilled chef and commented on the sashimi knife and said that she would really like to have a sashimi knife. And in fact, she'd been looking online at buying a sashimi knife, but they're a little bit expensive. This one still had a sticker on it that said 4,500 yen. So it's another one of those things that the old man who owned the house before had bought this thing and possibly never used it. We just found it. I can't even remember where we found it, but we found it somewhere and it was already rusty. And it might not have ever been used because it's extremely sharp. That's why the unskilled potion maker uses it for cutting up aloe vera, because it's extremely sharp. So it's possible it's never been used, that the old guy that's bought it, 4,500 yen's about $40, and for some reason just never used it and just left it somewhere and it got rusty. So started with a coarse sandpaper on the blade and the handle, and then got a very fine sandpaper on the blade and the handle. So the maker's mark is actually burnt into the handle and also etched into the blade itself. So a bit of a shame to sand it, but it's the only way. That wooden handle isn't treated with anything, so the only way to get it clean is to sand it. And the blade was the same. That's some pretty serious corrosion on there. So have a look at the selection of sharpening stones. And again, these were all at the house. These are all at the house, scattered around the house. So we collected all these tools when we tidied up years ago and found all these sharpening stones. So that black one there's the one I usually use, so it's been soaked in oil. And then, so I sharpened it up a little bit more. Didn't really need that, it was already super sharp. And then just gave it a bit of a buff. So it's still not perfect because that corrosion's really got into the blade, but it's really smooth now, so it will be clean. So the plan was to make it as clean as possible and then present it to the unskilled chef and see if she found it acceptable. So that's what it looked like when she said she wanted one like that. And that's what it looks like now. Took it and presented it to the unskilled chef and she said, "Oh, ina," which basically means it was acceptable. So she's put that in pride of place in the kitchen and it will be used for sashimi. Isn't that a good thing? And saved $40. More videos coming soon.